I haven't talked to you lately, Diablo clone. No, it's its own game. It's its own game. I would say, you know, it is an action RPG similar to Diablo, so I'm sure it was inspired by Diablo. Actually, I know it was because I talked to one of the devs for this game once, and he told me the Necro in this game, like, you know, he loved the Necro in D2, how it had like a whole army with it, and they tried to capture that. However, it does do things its own way. For example, like, you've got a skill tree for your base class right here. Also, every single skill has its own skill tree. That is very much unique to this game. That is not something that, you know, Diablo did, or Path of Exile. You know, Path of Exile just has the Giga tree. This game just has individual trees for every single thing. So, like, for example, this spear thrust I'm doing right now, I got a talent that makes it sometimes summon as snake pets. There's also other talents that give it, like, armor shredding. And there's other talents that give it bleeding, so it does poison and bleed. And there's a lot of different ones. Okay. Let's see. A new arrival. Welcome, new arrival. Hello. You do increased physical and cold and lightning damage, doubled if you have a minion. But it doesn't increase their damage. The healing from Hunter's Frustration also applies to your minions. Let's just get flat HP increase. I would suggest saving your passive points to get to your bigger tree. I mean, there's a respec option in town, I saw. So I think I can just use that once I unlock the additional trees. Unless that's not how that works.
Impossible.
I was trying out the Acolyte earlier. Her movement skill, like, that she gets instead of the leap, like this guy, is disgusting. She, like, summons a new body at a target location, moves into that body, and then her old body just explodes in this massive, gory mess. It is nasty. Hi, Noxie! Gives a whole new meaning to finding yourself? Yeah, maybe a little bit. It does, I just didn't say there are others waiting the goal. Oh. Gotcha. Let's see, I need to go southeast, sort of? Couple crafting components. Summon the totems. I think that's a mini boss type thing. It's dead. I love the numbers on all the guys I haven't hit yet. That's from the plague moving around. I love it. Softens them up. Will you do the giveaways on a specific time or throughout the day? Okay, so it's gonna be a 12-hour stream tomorrow starting from noon. From hour 1 to hour 3, I'm gonna be doing Guild Wars 2 and giveaways, and from hour 6 to hour 9. So the first quarter and the third quarter of the stream will be Guild Wars 2 and giveaways. The second quarter will be Grim, or not Grim, what is Deep Rock Galactic. I'm going to be playing a co-op with Noxie and Errol and Amai Lotus, assuming all goes well. And then the final quarter of the stream is just going to be whatever I feel like. Noon to midnight my time. Open the chest? Yes. Within the chest, you find a myriad of old belongings, and among them an old tome, most of its pages too damaged to read. Page 1. This record has been established to chronicle the history of Magister Wolus of the city of Welryn and the brave exodus to the safety of the underground. In the face of this creeping darkness, some have begun to call the Void. The next few pages are too damaged. Page 23. The elders of Welryn are fools, simple as that. They spent so long hiding the true nature of that shard of theirs from the immortal empire, and now the second those undead tyrants are at their weakest and most vulnerable, they want to flee into the mountains on the word of the so-called outcast queen? Fools! We only need a lesser refuge. 76. We have found a cave system not too far from our fair city. The immortal empire seems to be broken after only a few short months. I wager that this darkness, this void as we have come to call it, was born from one of their foul experiments. Justice, I say. Now we shall wait for this void to fade away and we can return to the surface. 202. This page appears to be in different handwriting. How ironic that my last testament would be written in the journal of that snake Wallace. The second those mad void worshippers found us, he offered us to them. They tore him to pieces all the same. His bones are laying back in our little city under a terror who knows how much of that darkness. Last page. Decades we hid here with the rats in the dark. The Magister insisting we were in no real danger, only for the Void and its worshippers to sweep in and end us all. But it meant something to us. We carved homes from the stone, raised children, we lived. This place was not lesser, it was our refuge. Take the tome. Let's see. Return to Jehovah in the council chambers. Council chambers. Rock and stone? Yes. Yeah, it'll be my first time playing Deep Rock Galactic. A lot of people have recommended it. It sounds fun, so I'm gonna do it with some other big people in the community. You found the lesser refuge. Please tell me everything you saw. Were there survivors? I see. That is a tragedy, but at least with this tome we'll be able to preserve their memory. They didn't want to be called Lesser Refuge. Oh, what did they want to be called? You can say Rat City. The Refuge. I see. I will honor their last wish in that case. Oh my god. They want to be called Rat City? Let's see. 706. 626. Okay, that's a downgrade. Alright.
Yes.
Alright. Transfer crafting items. Don't need that. That's the wrong class. 27%. Any health for attunement. Yeah, I'll use that. Alright, I found a lot of artifacts. That's pretty cool. Let's take a look here. So we've got there's a chance to bleed on hit. 23 to armor. Not using that one. Chance to ignite on hit. Chance to poison. Probably use those. I wonder... Okay, so my instincts from playing Diablo are telling me not to throw these away, the ones that I don't need, and to just save them, just in case. So I'm going to do that. I don't know if there's anything like a Herodric Cube later on or something like that, but I just remembered I could do crafting. Hold on a sec. What's the chance to bleed? $790. 830. Oh boy, that's a damage increase. All right. What is this? Dungeons, the Lightless Arbor? This whole pathway, I don't think I went through. I've just been following the main story. All right, let's go back over here. You can add a whole new stat where the plus is. Okay. Put some of the idols in your chest for other characters to use, not as important for the smaller ones, but the... Whoa, calm down.
Thank you for all the entertainment.
Find the Temple of Atera.
Awesome Mukluk love.
Thank you, Night Dice. Appreciate you, buddy. I'm glad you enjoy it still. Mukluk Douglas bought that'll be Reginald Esquire the 4th. This is Johnson Festivals the 3rd. Welcome to you. Oh my gosh. Welcome to you, Night Dice, back to the lab. Hope you enjoy. I'll say entertainment's on the way. Crank up the speakers. Don't touch the bakers. Giveaways every week. Please take a seat, but you'll only need the edge. Ancient Forest. So, time travel time. Getting bored of it. I have been falling for 30 minutes. All right, when are we? Ancient era. It's dinosaurs time. Dinosaurs like, what's that monkey doing with the sharp stick? Dead. What is that thing? Huh. Didn't think we'd be finding big magical artifacts in Dinosaur Land. One advantage or disadvantage, depending on how you look at it, to the mobility skill on the Acolyte is for her it costs hit points. When she makes the other body, travels to it, and then explodes her old body. This guy's costs mana, so if you're out of mana, you cannot get out of a bad spot. I think this might be a side area, like this whole travel to this time pocket. I don't have any objectives here. I wonder if there's gonna be like a T-Rex boss or something. Oh, 2 unspent points. Oh shoot. And 2 more. Really tempted to respec this. I don't know. I don't know if there's anything else I would put there right now. I'm gonna go toward Guided Thorns. 5%. Primal servants have increased attack speed and are granted health when they hit enemies with a melee attack. They're oh, that would help it stay alive. An additional chance to poison enemies, and poisons inflicted by them last longer. I guess I'll go for that one, so that it has some sustain, because it doesn't regen. Mike and Arcel got Grush the Mangler tomorrow. He looks angry. He's alright. If you need help getting through Ogre Crypt, he can help. But if memory serves, if you wish to book him, he takes a lot of books. But he does some damage and some AoE healing, which can be nice for the faction crypt. Oh man, I had the weirdest luck in raid yesterday. So I had to, oh hey, what's up? Hold on, Primeval Dragon. Remember I told you guys I bet we're just gonna find like some T-Rex or something? Found it. One sec, I'll tell you about my crazy luck in a minute. Yo, this guy is thick. I don't know what that is, but I'm leaving. If it's got that much of a visual indicator, it's probably super bad. Out of mana, I can't even leap right now. Ooh, that was a big boy. Unique amulet. Okay. Oh, all right. So, raid. I needed to open some shards for the Summon Rush tournament to get fragments of that guy for the, get fragments of the legendary thing. So I was like, all right, I don't expect to get anything, but I need to open some shards. And I opened some shards. Oh, there we go, my first waypoint in this timeline. All right, so back to here. And the very first shard I opened, I got the legendary Mashald. Which is, wait, waypoint locked. Which is insane for two reasons. One, he's insanely rare, and it's not like a ×2 or anything right now. And two, it's insane because that's my third one. There's like hundreds of heroes I don't have, but one of the only insanely good heroes I have, I've gotten 3 of them. So I'm like, what am I supposed to do with the third salad? Okay, and so I still needed more points. I opened a shard number 2, and I got Martyr, who I didn't have after playing the game for 2 years. So right now getting a legend is a 6% chance, and I got 2 in a row. And it's currently a ×10 event, where if you get a legendary, there's a 10 times higher chance of getting certain ones. I didn't get any of those. One, I got a Leggy, that was beating the odds. 2, I didn't get any of the ×10 ones, which is fine, but weird. So I got 2 Leggies back to back, and I was freaking out. I even typed I was in the Discord like, Aralosin is with me! And then I opened some more. I got nothing but crap for the others, but that was just insane. And like Martyr is top tier. So she does like she's one of, there's this buff called counterattack where every time your heroes get hit, they hit back. And they stopped making heroes of that buff because they said it was too busted. But they didn't nerf the ones that already had it. And she's one of the people that puts the buff on your whole team.
One shard, one dream, boys.
Yeah, it was weird. So now I could literally, if I chose to, I could build a Mashald for all 3 Hydra teams. Which is pretty insane. I mean, it would take some time, maybe though. I would love to have Martyr for Hydra, but I have to be careful, because if the Mischief Hydra Head steals... Because the Mischief Hydra Head steals your buffs. Imagine if the Hydra Head stole... If the Hydra stole counterattack. They would steal counterattack from you, and then every time you hit them, they hit you back and get more turns. It would be awful. I actually have heard of a really weird team someone made once. I can't do this, but they used Geomancer. And Geomancer puts a burn on the enemy, and every time your team takes damage, a percentage of that damage is copied to the enemy who's burning. So when the Hydras hit you, they help kill one of their own. Then, you give them counterattack, by purposefully letting them spell steal it. Then you hit them, they counterattack, hit you, hit your guys, which then a copy of all that damage is sent back via the burn mechanic, and just they kill themselves. However, doing that, like anyone can do that, not many people could survive doing that combo. Most people, you do that combo, you're dead. You're gonna die. I can't do that combo, where you just feed the enemy buffs and then make them hit themselves, because you still take the damage. But it's one I've seen in silly videos. Like, oh yeah, I made him hit himself for 300,000 damage, and they killed themselves in one turn. I'm just like, what? We're gonna go to town real quick. My bags are full. But yeah, I've got multiple heroes I'm trying to like level up right now for trying out on like Hydra and stuff. All right, anything not a spear can go. All right, what else we got? We'll look at that Leggy in a second. Don't need that. Well, wait, it's not Leggy, what's the word? Unique. Unique is the word. 60% increase health regeneration. Yeah, sure. All right, what does this do? Strong Mind. Stand fast. 7% lightning resist, 2% plus 2 spell lightning damage, 40 mana. 2% of maximum mana is added. Wait, I'm sorry. 200% of max mana is added as a stun avoidance. Cast a small lightning explosion when you are stunned. Interesting.
Follow your feet.
So if you have a lot of max mana, you can just be almost stun immune? Dang it. The previous town, the storage chest was over to the left. That's why I keep running left and there's nothing over there. Okay. Why is she pinging?
Greetings.
Tell her of the ancient forest and the beast you fought. Oh, plus 2 idle slots. That is fascinating. I wish I could have been there. It sounds beautiful. From your description, it sounds like you were sent to a time before civilization, almost like another world entirely. Thank you for telling me of your findings. I'll continue my research. Oh, sweet. So doing that was like a bonus thing. Dang it, I did it again! Did you already see the in-game item filter? No, people told me I had to download something and I didn't want to deal with that. If they were wrong, tell me no. No, you don't. Shift F. What? Drag and drop rules to order them. Loot filters function by creating rules and ordering them. Rules located higher in the list take priority and override rules listed below. Okay. How can I do... Hide... Normal is white items, right? Hide normal items. Okay, that's the only thing I'm because I'm still pretty low level. I'll just do that for now. I'll do that for now. Thank you. Okay, I didn't realize it was that simple. Wait, did I town portal here? I think I town portaled here. I'm just I'll do this. I wanted to watch the snake just to see its health. Looks like it's doing okay. Because the wolves just naturally regen health. The snake gets health when it doesn't attack. I don't know how its damage compares though. You know what? There's a way to find out though. Okay, wolves are unsummoned. Pet attack. He is certainly not doing bad. Oh, I see poison. Oh, he has poison baseline. That's cool. I hit the wrong button. I didn't mean to do that. Because it talks about, where is it? Summon a primal serpent, a melee. Oh, it does say it poisons baseline. Sorry, there's a thing over here that says they have an additional chance to poison enemies. So I wasn't sure if it already poisoned. Okay, it did say that, but all right. Well, now it's clear in my head. All right, resummon the wolves. Get that. What are these things? Totem stuff. You do additional melee damage with most two-handed weapons. The amount and damage type depend on the type of weapon used. Two-handed axe is more physical damage. Two-handed mace is cold. Staff is lightning, but there's nothing for spear. Okay, probably just save points after this. Can I just jump across that? Guess not. Hit one of those Final Fantasy 14 walls. The spear count is two-handed. You seem to hold it in only one hand. Yes. When I equipped an offhand shield, the spear was unequipped. That was a good question. That was a completely fair question. I wish the graphic used two hands. It does seem kind of silly. Who's that? Xavier gifting a sub to Am Keegan. Thank you so much. Mukluk Douglas thought that'll be Reginald Esquire the fourth. This is Chauncey Myself as the third. Welcomes you, Am Keegan, to the lab. Hope you enjoy your stay. Entertainment's on the way. Crank up the speakers. Don't touch the bakers. Giveaways every week. Please take a seat, but you'll only need the edge. Welcome. Not sure if this pathway will lead me to the other side of that broken bridge, but I guess we'll find out. Oh, it's a big, big boy. Am I correct in assuming the last debug is like Path of Exile? It is the same genre of game. It is an action RPG. But it has a lot of, it is definitely not just a copy. I'm sorry, I can't talk. It is definitely not simply a copy. It has got its own unique twists and charm. For a couple of quick examples, Path of Exile has the gigantic talent tree. This game instead has some talents based on the class you pick, and also every individual skill has its own choices where you can basically customize the individual skills. You know, PoE just has the giant tree and then like sockets. What are the classes? Primalist, which is this guy, and he can then become a Beastmaster, Druid, or Shaman. Druid is a shapeshifter, Shaman shoots like cold and lightning, Beastmaster has more pets. There's an Acolyte, which can become a Necromancer, a Reaper, and there's another thing that hasn't been released yet. There's a Wizard dude. There's this lady that's like a Archer, Hunter, Ranger, Rogue thing. I don't know much about her. And then there's a guy called a Sentinel, and he's kind of a cross between a Warrior or a Paladin. And, you know, being, you know, a fan of pet classes, I had my eye on trying out the Primalist and the Acolyte, which become Beastmaster and Necromancer. And right now we're playing the Primalist. Probably going to be trying out... I'm going to summon totems for this one. Probably going to be trying out the Necro at a later time, and maybe Druid at a later time. I just haven't gotten there yet. What are those? Fighting Chance. It says Fight for your life. Plus melee damage, 9% increased damage taken. Oh, it's a trade-off.